Janet. Welcome to this lesson. We are going to tackle an essay from David Muller's Inheritance. Even though some African countries have leadership challenges, they have a lot of potential for economic growth. Referring to Kutula Republic in David Muller's Inheritance, write an essay in support of this statement. Our introduction will be something like most African countries have great potential for economic development. However, poor leadership in some of these countries has curtailed their economic growth. In fact, Africa is home to many valuable natural resources such as gold, diamond, natural gas, among others. In David Muller's Inheritance, Kutula Republic, under the leadership of Lacuna Casal, is an example of an African country whose economic growth is hampered by bad leadership. We go to the body of the essay or the illustrations. Our first point, Kutula Republic has abundant water. Natural water is key for agricultural activities and domestic use. The government comes up with a plan to construct a dam and diverts all the streams from the valley, and it is left dry. This project denies the people of Kutula Republic water, and they have to walk for 15 kilometers to get this precious commodity. You can read further from page 21 to 22. The wealth of Kutula Republic is concentrated in the hands of few politicians, is our next point. Leader Lacuna Casal gives out white farms to his friends and relatives. For instance, Councillor Chipade is one of the beneficiaries of these prime farms. Chipade uses his closeness with Leader Lacuna Casal to acquire more farms from other people. He pays peanuts for these farms, as we read from on page 29, and this denies many people a livelihood. Again, Leader Lacuna Casal owns almost everything in Kutula Republic. For example, he owns the mines, and most laborers here are his relatives. It is said that he employs mainly his tribesmen, as it is written on page 34. And this unequal distribution of resources can only impede economic growth. Leader Lacuna Casal's style of leadership thrives on creating paupers for innocent people. He heavily borrows money on pretext of development, only to bank the same in his personal bank account. Goldstein wonders, as we quote, borrow in their people's names and bank it in their individual account with the same bank that lent them. On page 60 and 61 you can find this, and this is an economic plunder that cannot allow a country to develop. Another point, during the national celebrations, a lot of money is spent on imported coffee, on wines and whiskies, and canned beer. Robert comments, in that lavish banquet, what exactly came from the locals? What do they have to sell? It is found on page 61. You can also see this from page 59 and 60. And this means that the country does not buy from our own people. This gesture cannot spur economic growth. And in conclusion, lack of deliberate effort by African leaders to promote economic growth is aptly captured in David Muller's Inheritance. African countries suffer from lack of sound economic policies and poor leadership styles. Even though these countries boast of large deposits of minerals and other invaluable natural resources, the realization of economic growth remains a dream if poor leadership persists. Thank you so much for watching and listening this video, and I hope it helps you improve on your English. Kindly remember to like, to share, and to subscribe to this channel. See you in the next lesson.